Good morning. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia. Back to you from another Create and Relate with another nugget of the day. Today, I want to talk to you about humility. According to dictionary.com, humility is a modest or low view of one's own importance. My definition is the act of not being braggadocious. There are two gospel songs that come to mind when I think of humility. One was written by Sullivan Pugh. I did not catch the date, but I remember this from when I was a child. May the work I've done speak for me. May the work I've done speak for me. When I'm dead and in my grave, let there be nothing left to say. May the work I've done speak for me. That is how I was raised. That is how I try to live my life. Not saying that we are not due recognition, because we are. We're human. Each one of us would like to have our moment to shine, but it is not a pass to go through life, meaning for you to be recognized for each and every little thing you do. If you sweep the breezeway in front of you and your neighbor's apartment door, you've done a great service. It doesn't mean that you have to go out and make sure that everybody in the apartment complex knows that you do this. We have a neighbor that does that. If you don't catch him doing it, you don't know what's being done. There's another young lady who gets out and cleans her patio at least once a month. Washes the windows on the outside of her apartment once a month. It has sparked other people to do the same, but she doesn't run around telling everybody, hey, I was looking at your porch. I sweep mine and mop it every month, and mine, y'all, it's concrete, but it looks nice. It helps to keep the property value up. These types of things. And just because you cut your neighbor's grass, maybe it's a single person, maybe it's an elderly person, but it's not cause or need for you to tell everybody this everywhere you go. At that point, it becomes being braggadocious. You are being boastful, heartful about the things that you do. And even though these things may have been done out of the kindness of your heart, once you reach the point of being braggadocious, you are taken away from your own blessings. Let that resonate for a minute. Like I said, if you're using it for advertising purposes, that is something completely different. You want to put your name out, say something like, I do yard work. You can check in my neighborhood. I cut my grass and I cut so-and-so's grass. But if you sitting down with your crew and y'all go out and you're out to dinner or something, and you catching up and be like, they ask you, what have you been doing? And you go to work 9 to 5 every day, and you do this on the weekends, and what are you doing? You're living. You have this type of meeting 2 or 3 times a month. After a while, they're gonna get sick of hearing about you cutting your neighbor's grass and you don't ask for a penny, and you do this every week, and their yard is bigger than your yard, and you take the time to make sure it's edged up around the front. No, and no some more. No. You're not doing a good service. Do the service. Let your service speak for you. Let the kindness speak for you. I'd ride a scooter, and if I can be of service to somebody, I have to think back. But I went in the store one day, and a gentleman was in an elevated wheelchair. And what he needed was on the bottom shelf. Well, my scooter is closer to the floor. And I asked him if he didn't mind if I got it for him. I think of the number of times I go in the store and need things from the top shelf, and random people come up and say, can I get that for you? Do you need help? So you don't do these things looking for pats on the back, looking for somebody to acknowledge the fact that you picked up that piece of paper that was laying on the floor that was just an eyesore. Look at the fact that, or be recognized for the fact that, somebody from upstairs is plucking these cigarette butts down here, but I'm going to pick them up because it just doesn't look nice. You don't do things expecting things in return. Do it from the kindness of your heart. Not only are you providing a blessing for someone else, you yourself gets a blessing. It's like God is keeping score. Just about. Just like we weigh things out before we make a big purchase, just like you go look at these houses and you go to house number 1, you have your list, pros and cons. Okay, it comes with a dishwasher, it comes with kitchen appliances, pros. All right, it's half furnished, so I have a dining room table, I have chairs, I even have a living room set. I only have to provide the bedroom furniture. Pros, well, the linen closet is kind of small. Con, the bathroom, it's only one for a 3-bedroom. Con, there is no driveway, so I have to park on the street. Con, they got a carport, but it's not closed in. Con, you see what I'm saying? You, just like we do when we are expecting something great, or we're inspecting something great, God does that to us. He did not make mistakes when he created and put us down here. He did not. He made us in his greatness, in his image. And he expects us to be great. We expect those 3 bedrooms to suffice our 4-person family. We expect that dining room set that it came with to hold up at least a couple of years. Maybe we want to get something else. Maybe, yes, when we bought the house, we bought that too. That's ours. And even still, say you do get one in a couple of years, and you know someone who needs it on that set, and it's still in good repair, and you gift it, then you gift it. You don't tell everybody, hey, I gave this to so-and-so. I know they need it. We do a lot of charity work in the crafting community. And to show our work is great. It's fine. But, and I haven't seen it, and I'm glad I haven't, but you don't go to somebody and say, I saw that so-and-so did this many and so-and-so did that many. Well, I'm going to donate this many. And I'm going to add this to, I'm going to make it this many. Not for the sake of being better than somebody else. If it's for the sake of the charity that you're sending it to, and not to be better than somebody else, 2 different things. So you have to check your spirit. You have to check where it's coming from. You feel me? The other song that comes to mind was written much more recently, and by Donna Lawrence, and it says, let the word do the work, let the word do the work. Yes, let the word work within you, and then you do the work, and don't expect anything in return. Now, there is a difference, like I said, in advertising and being braggadocious. There is a huge difference. Some people say it's a fine line. No, it is not. You can tell right away if somebody is bragging about what they do, bragging, for cool points, as opposed to them pushing a business. If I break out my pictures and I show you the Afghans that I've made, this is what I do. This is what I've done. And they want to know, well, what's the cost? This one is this much, this one is this much, this one. You're advertising your business. But if you're standing around having a conversation and somebody says, I remember I had this blanket and blah, 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 blase, blase, and it made me want to crochet. Okay, even still then, you can pull out your pictures. But then when you got to point, no, check this out. Now you really getting good when you can do this. Or wait until you can do this right here. Oh, yeah, girl, that took me so amount of time. Forgive me, y'all. This took me so much time, but look at it. Isn't that gorgeous? No, at that point, it's not gorgeous anymore. It's not. You're bragging. Like I said, it's okay to be recognized. It's okay to promote your craft. It's okay to even want or expect a thank you, but not to the point that you become braggadocious. And if you want to know how to spell braggadocious, let's see if I can write it in, but it's BRAGGADOCIOUS. Braggadocious. And it means being boastful. But I just wanted to share that little nugget with you for the day. And as I always say, love yourself. It is the greatest love of all. When you give from your heart, give from your spirit, give from your soul. Give because it's been put on your heart to do so. Not because you want to outshine somebody else. Not because you want to make yourself look bigger. And not because you want the recognition because of what you did. But because it was the right thing to do. But because God gave you the resources to be able to do it. It doesn't always have to be money or material things. Sometimes it's as simple as your time and your presence. So let that resonate and let it go with you throughout the day. And as I always tell you, I love you too. So until we meet again,